All right, welcome back, everybody. We're doing part 2 of the live stream right now. I'm just taking a second to get the chat set up and all that good shit. Yeah, this is part 2 of our Dex Arcane build. So let's go through a quick recap right now. We are currently at level 40. We've got the Reduvia +6 with the Bloodstained Dagger +2 in the offhand. We've got the Dragon Communion Seal +1. For armor, we're just going with the Knight Armor with the Great Helm for now. We've got the Green Turtle Talisman and the Two-Finger Heirloom Talisman. But we need better talismans for this build, so that's what we're going to focus on right now, as well as just getting, just progressing gameplay. And yeah, let's get into it. Happy Friday, everybody. I am ready to go. Caffeinated AF. I just slammed a delicious Ghost energy drink, and I am ready to just play the shit out of some Elden Ring. So, oh, you know what we need to do is we need to equip different incantations. Actually, I could just do that in the cave. So what we're gonna do is go sit in a site of grace, get some better incantations going, and then we are going to go get a better talisman for this build right now. So we're going to go with Flame Cleanse Me, and then we're going to use that. And I want to use Dragon Maw. It's just, or Dragon Claw. Just the wind-up time's a little slow on it. So we're going to go with just the Fireball, just to have a projectile. A further range projectile, like other than the one on the Reduvia. So we just equipped Flame Cleanse Me just to alleviate poison buildup, because this is a cave where that tends to happen a lot. Alright, so we got the Sage Robe set. Nothing really too special about it. Has good, like, magic defense and stuff. Has decent defense against affinities, really weak against physical. But what it does do is it kind of looks cool. And that's where my praises are going to come to an end. Really shitty poise. Alright. I just love bats. Doesn't everybody just love bats in this game? Aren't they? They're just great. Oh shit. I didn't re-equip the Reduvia. There we go. Yeah, give me that. Alright, so we're power stancing daggers. We're going to be doing a lot of hit combos, so Wingsword Insignia seemed very appropriate. Alright, so now that we got that, we're going to head more towards Caelid again. And then we are going to head into the town of Celia. And we'll go talk to Gowry and just get the Millicent quest line off the ground.
Oh, I'd hoped a strapping don't fresh. Should you accept, I will teach you. Ah, I need your name resting at the church. The rotting sick. When the Erd tree flood Millis for this, seek the needle. First, it's hidden, then I will the secret.
Well, that can wait. Grab the rotten stray ashes. We all know how much we get annoyed by those dogs, so it's kind of nice to sick one on something else for a change. And we might as well just get the town of Celia out of the way. So, first off, we just start out over here. Head up the ladder, and you gotta light 3 of these things. So that's the first one. That's a really shitty staff down there, so I don't think I'm gonna bother with that right now. That scarab there is double slash. So if you want that Ash of War, go ahead. I'm not gonna bother. Yeah. There we go. And that's number 3. So for those who are playing intelligence builds, that unlocks Night Comet, which is in a chest that was hidden behind a magic seal, which is a Night Comet might be one of the best sorceries in the game. If you don't know, now you know. Ooh, shit, that almost took me out. Sacred Tear, we're gonna go talk to Millicent here.
If you my flesh right.
All right. Well, I think I have enough to level up, so I'm going to do that. So, for killing these things in Caelid, you get gold rune 9s, so well worth it. Alright, I think that's all of them. Oh no. There we go. Might as well just get these starlight shards because I'm looking at them. And I think that is everything over here. Yes, it is. go to the round table hold. We'll cash in those runes.
Well, I took you for no matter it. Lay out your own.
No, I don't really have anything for that.
Look, oh, she has it. I saw her in her eye. I see nothing special. I'm trapped. That's all there is to it.
Alright, so... let's see what we got. Oh, we got lots of them. And just like that, we're at 95,000 runes. I'm trying to remember where the spirit spring is. It's right there. Perfect. Oh yay, cracked crystal. So the Raya Lucaria crystal tunnel is really good one. We're going to change up our incantations again. Yeah, have fun with that. Somber Stone 2, we need the Somber Stones for leveling up our seal. So we just picked up 2 and 3. Are you serious? Okay, there we go. We'll just send this cart back up, just in case. I don't really need anything out of these rooms, so I'm just going to skip that. There's the crystal knife, I think a smithing stone 1, and I think that's it, so yeah, don't really need that. I'll take all these though. Alright, well, let's just fucking do one of these then. Dagger maybe not the best for the crystal warriors. So, because we just got the smithing stone bell bearing, we can now buy as many 1s and 2 smithing stones as we want from the round table hold. So, for this guy here, we're going to need 6 and 12. There we go. Now we can purchase these, so I'm going to need And I'm gonna need... Oh, I've got enough twos, so that's good. We'll buy this at this time. Now we can level up our offhand bloodstained dagger.
Thank goodness. I'm still looking. It's not easy, but you're telling me I don't believe. If I do, I suppose I should try. I'll ask Matt. Certainly he does. I know I can tell.
Alright, we can do some leveling up here.
Well, I took you no matter it's out your own.
So we'll level up the bloodstained dagger. And already that thing has 66 bleed build up, so that's pretty sick. Alright, so get our seal up there. Oh yeah, I wanted to progress Roderica's.
The girl. I would stop, sir. I don't.
There we go.
Good to see you. I have you to thank, though. I can have I'm as, but and if there, well, I search Roderick. I need to warn you a little while, and I can hear the howling, a plethora. Can't even. Not even the. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong.
All right. Well, moving along. Let's go to Castle Morn. Well, what if we beat this guy first? Worth it. I don't know if that was. Getting sloppy. Flail is another class that I've never used before. I don't know if anyone here's used it. Hit me up in the comments if it's worth a go. There we go. And the bleed proc is so fast. Alright, we just picked up 3 smithing stone 1s. Ah, the claymore. Good old faithful. I don't even really know why I'm doing Castle Morn. There's nothing really I want in here. Ah, the steel wire torch. It's, a torch. That's where my praise is gonna stop. Actually, I really don't care about going to talk to Edgar. Alright. I'm just going to be right back in a quick second. All right. Oh, that was stupid. I apologize to anybody viewing who had to witness me do dumb shit. Actually having fun with the daggers. It's like playing with Duchess in Night Rain. Although it'd be nice to have Duchess's abilities. Although I have the Reduvia and I haven't seen the Reduvia in Night Rain, so there's the trade-off. Alright, I'm just gonna bolt out of this room because I don't really want to fight rats right now. Nor do I really care about getting the whip. No dumbass climb down the ladder, don't fist pump. There we go. Ah, you can't fit in here. Haha. All right, let's get buffed up here. I really got to stop doing that. At least my spirit summon doesn't suck. Jesus. He has his proper weapons equipped. Is it Zoe? Am I pronouncing that right? I am doing well. How are you? All right, let's hammer out we'll hammer out Stormveil now. So, if you know the part in this castle where you get locked in a room, if you kill this guy right here, he won't do that to you. Heard about it but never played it. I would say this is the best video game ever created. And highly recommend playing it. I love the graphics. The animation's awesome. Storyline's pretty cool. Gameplay is pretty much flawless. Character customization is second to none. The weapons are like endless. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I haven't played Ragnarok. How is it? Right. I don't stream daily. I do like a weekend playthrough of a game. The last 2 weekends I've done Elden Ring. I might switch it up next weekend. I might either do Dark Souls 3 or I might do Bloodborne. I'm still deciding whether I want to play Crimson Desert or not. It's had very mixed reviews. Like, I believe Cowboy's channel says it's near perfect. Hey, thank you. I tried to dodge that, but that didn't really work out so well. What's up? Oof. Ask away. I'm gonna just try to get his armor real quick. I'm not really looking for that right now, to be honest. But I'll keep you in mind if I ever am. You can drop your Instagram handle in the comments and I'll write it down. Then I'll check out your work. The weapon's the one thing I don't want. Alright, I'll try one more time for some armor, then I won't waste everybody's time watching me farm. You think I need to change my logo? I like my logo. Alright. We're gonna move on. I won't farm anymore. Well, that was a little overboard. Alright, so the Claw Talisman improves your jump attacks. Cool, let's move on. I'm not looking to change my logo right now. I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to say not at this time. Alright, Nomadic Cookbook 10. Yeah, we can keep going down here. Boom. Man, that should have been a bleed. Oh boy. Telling y'all, don't sleep on the Reduvia. You get it right at the beginning of the game, and the Blood Blade on the Reduvia just absolutely annihilates, and it costs like next to no FP. Alright, I'm gonna get this grace site and then I'll fight the lion. He won't follow us in here. Alright, bro, let's do this. I just want to go back up to that other grace site. There we go. Head back to the Rampart Tower. Oh good, I still do have stone sword keys. How that didn't kill that one is beyond me, but whatever. We move forward. So that's the Godslayer seal. That's one of the better seals in the game. And that seal will buff any of the incantations in this prayer book or any of the other Godskin incantations. Gotta say, there's a lot of good stuff in Stormvale. Crap. Bro, where are you going? There's the Stormcaller Ash of War. That's a good Ash of War. Let's see how fast we can get a bleed on this guy. Here we go. Oh, he killed me! I didn't even realize I had health missing. Oops. Well, that's embarrassing. We'll go talk to Nefeli real quick.
You were, well, tarnished. I am I'm here by decree of my father. How utter this graft is tainted them. If you intend, I ask you, the winds run foul. I'm certain for.
The winds run foul. That sounds like a fart. That's what I took from that anyways. Right, you piece of shit. I wasn't planning on fighting you guys. Yeah, that's everything in here. Alright, so we just opened the door to our grace site so we can come right back here. Should some mediocre gameplay take place. Alright, where's the big bastard? There he is. There we go. So there's rank or call if you want a underperforming stat-hungry sorcery that needs both faith and intelligence. Kind of dodged that, but okay. Yeah, do that. Cool. There we go. Let's show you where to get a really shitty Ash of War, or a really shitty talisman. There you go. Raises vitality. There's a couple more things I could get in this castle for sure. Oops, I went to the wrong one. But I'm bored. I think I'm just gonna fight Godric now. Oh, my distance was a little off there. Don't say bathed in gold, please. That just sounds like a golden shower, and nobody's trying to think about that, Godric. Alright, well, let's activate the Godric's Great Ruin. Bro, I'm trying to critical. There. Just gonna leave that guy for a minute and deal with the archer. Because he's way bigger of a dick pain than the other guy. There we go. Dude, seriously? How is your stance not broken yet? This is insane. Okay, get over here. That was wild. So the Ash of War, Scarab Helmet, slightly reduces FP cost, but increases damage taken. It's not worth it at all, especially because the Carrion Filigree crest exists. There we go. So we got Godric's Great Ruin restored. Now we need to equip it, and we're going to power it up with a rune arc. Do I need to do anything else? No. There we go. So now we have a baseline 5 plus 5 in each stat category. And we're currently at level 51. Alright, I will be back in a sec. I just gotta let one of my dogs out to pee. Alright, be back in 1 sec. All right, I am back. And one of my dogs pooed, in case anyone wanted to know. Actually, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do the well. There's lots of good stuff in the well. So the well's pretty good for just miscellaneous gold runes and lower level smithing stones. There's some decent weapons you can get down here. Don't sleep on their the spear they have, the Clayman's Harpoon. It has a intelligence scaling on it. So that with Ice Spear is absolutely deadly. But I am not going into intelligence whatsoever in this build, so that is completely useless to me. Silver Fireflies are for making Silver Pickle Fowl Feet. So if you're into feet, that's for you. No, I didn't want to read your fucking message. Pardon my language. Whew, all that work for a gold rune 4. Alright. Now we'll head up a level. Alright, so we'll grab this grace site real quick. And we're going to jump up on that little ledge behind us. Because there is a cookbook right here. There's no point in fighting these guys. They take a while to get rid of. And they don't give you very much ruins in return. And the armor they drop is absolute doo-doo. And the weapons are trash for the most part too, so not really any point in fighting them. Alright, so we just got the map. Alright, and if you want a mediocre shield, look no further than right there. Now we're going to continue looking for those torches. I say looking for like I don't know where each and every one of them are. Ghost Glove 2, that'll come in handy for sure. Ghost Glove 3, perfect. So over there is where you will fight a Crucible Knight when you're working your way through the 4 belfries. That's one of the boss fights. Probably shouldn't be on Tauren for this. So that's really time consuming, and I don't know, depending on your priorities, you might not want to do that just for a stone sword key and some arrows. I just thought that might satisfy some curious minds. Alright, let's get out of here. The giant octopi, if you will, down here are super aggro, and they'll lunge at you like that, so just be mindful. I did not see that coming. What an asshole. Alright, so that's like half the torches lit. 4 down, 4 to go. Grab that pickled foul foot. Two smithing stone threes if you need smithing stone threes. Bro, calm down.
A customer.
This guy's got good stuff.
Goodbye. Till next.
There will be a next time because you do have the cheapest price on stone sword keys. The Great Horn Hammer. How delightfully mediocre. Alright, so that's number 5, I believe. Number 6 is up here. Now we have these lightning things. The best thing to do is just set them off and then hide and wait for them to be done. Alright, and number 7. First we'll stop at this gray site. Square off is a really good Ash of War. Oh, that sucked. I might die here. Yep. I should have just took out all the trash before. That's my bad. Alright, let's go grab our ruins. And we'll take this from the top and try not to suck this time. There we go. So we just picked up a golden seed, and then if we head around here, we can make up that lost rune arc that we just lost due to being terrible at this game. So there's the rune arc there. I think do we have any more things to light? Can't remember. I think that's every one of them. Yep, that's all of them. Alright, time to go fight a magic moose. Ooh, I didn't time that very well. It's one of the easiest boss fights in the game. If you want to call it a boss fight. Now let's go do a harder one, shall we? So I didn't even know this for like my first 3 playthroughs, but the Siofra River actually has 2 levels. Of course, everybody probably knew that except for me. Oh shit, this guy's gonna hit me. Oh, nope. So if you go into this portal, it'll take you to the second level of this. So there's a scarab in there, and that is one of only 2 arcane scaling incantation or sorceries. Sorry, lots of incantations. So if you're trying to do a intelligence and arcane build, that's one of your very few harmonious sorcery options. Alright, so we've arrived at our boss fight number 2. All right, let's go. All right, we got our bleed. Fantastic. All right, if he's going to focus on our summoning spirit, then we're just going to chuck a few of those at him. Oh, I knew he was going to hit there. Alright, let's see if we can proc another bleed right quick. There we go. Melted him. So if you watched the playthrough last weekend, we used the dragon halberd that we just got. Where is it? This thing here. It has like an icy lightning version of spinning slash, and it's a lot of fun to play with. So if you're ever doing like a strength and intelligence based build, I recommend it. And then we also just picked up America's Scar Seal. Which I think we're going to use. All right.
those of a challenge. Find them well.
I don't need anything of Godric's, so I'll just go ahead and sell that. Yeah, we'll hold on to the dragon grease. And everything else there. Alright, let's see here. Get that dagger up. And that's all we can do to make our build better, except for over here. We can get Oleg buffed up. So there we go. So there's a bunch of stuff over here worth getting. Do yourself a favor when you come here and take all these guys out. There's the Troll's Golden Sword there. In the other one over here is the Great Shield Talisman. And up here is a Site of Grace that we're going to want, as well as another Golden Seed. No, don't point, dipshit. Rest at the Site of Grace. Thank you. And we'll level up a little bit here. So there's a couple things you can do from that Site of Grace. First, if you're looking for Deathroot, if you want all the bestial stuff, you can defeat that Tibia Mariner. That one's got a little more juice than the other two we fought so far, so be mindful of that. And he also summons those massive skeletons. Anyways, moving on. Barrage, if you're leaning into archery. I haven't really done much archery in this game, other than like dirtbag rune farming in Mogwin Palace. Another golden seed right here. So there's a cave behind a keyed entryway up there. If you're doing a poison build, the Kindred or Rot Talisman is in that cave. So, very worthwhile if you're leaning into poison. Or Rot. There's a couple things up here. One in the top corner being a stone sword key. And then the other is in that castle, which we'll get to. So now we'll head over to the castle. Couple goodies in there. Oh shit. It's always a butterfly, it's never their armor. Alright, so we're just going to run in here full tilt. And then just ignore this guy. Because we know your fat ass can't fit through this door. Slumbering Egg, Gold Rune 8. We already got the cookbook. And then what we want here is the talisman. Fire Scorpion Charm. If you're leaning into a fire build, that is essential. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. I don't need that in my life. Alright, let's get these gold runes here. Come on, pick it up. So this statue has smithing stone 6s in it, but you have to get the bear on meth up here to come break it for you. So, and he's chosen not to follow us. We'll just incentivize him a little. No? There we go. And we'll continue on. While trying not to be annihilated by that bear. Bro is relentless. Damn, I can still hear him too. Alright, that prattling pate is for Box quest line. If you care to do Box quest line. Don't really get anything from it. But there's some sorcerer garbs there, so there is that. And then, if you head over here, there is the Site of Grace. And if we rest at this Site of Grace, and then head over here, and interact with this, he will give you one of the best one-shot incantations in the game, Comet Azure. Or not incantations, sorry, sorceries. So there's that. I think we're going to go back to Raya Lucaria. Not having this last piece of the map is driving me nuts, so I think we'll start the stream there later on. I'm going to call it quits for now. I got to take my dogs out for a walk, so thanks for everybody tuning in. We might continue the stream later tonight or tomorrow morning. So until then, thanks again and cheers.